Hi, my name is Carmen Chu, San Francisco's elected assessor. Today I want to share with you a property tax savings program for families called Proposition 58. Prop 58 was passed in 1986, and it was passed to help parents pass on their lower property tax base to their children. So how does this work? Under California's Prop 13 law, the value we use to calculate your property tax is limited to 2% growth per year. But when ownership changes, Prop 13 requires that we reassess properties to market value. If parents want to pass on their home or other property to their children, it would be considered a change in ownership. Assuming the market value of your property has gone up, your children, the new owners, would pay taxes starting at that new higher level. That's where Prop 58 comes in. Prop 58 recognizes the transfer between parents and children so that instead of taxing your children at that new higher level, they get to keep your lower Prop 13 value. Remember, Prop 58 only applies to transfers between parents and children. Here's how the law defines an eligible child: a biological child, a stepchild, child adopted before the age of 18, and a son-in-law or daughter-in-law. To benefit from this tax savings program, remember, you just have to apply. Download the Prop 58 form from our website and submit it to our office. Now you may ask, is there a cap on how much you can pass on? Well, first, your principal residence can be fully excluded regardless of how much it's worth. Other than that, the total value of properties that can use this exclusion cannot exceed $1 million. This means, for example, if you have two other properties, each valued at $500,000, you can exclude both because they both fit under the $1 million cap. Now, what happens when the total value you want to pass on exceeds $1 million? Let's say you have 4 properties, 3 with current taxable value of $300,000 and 1 at $200,000, totaling $1.1 million in value. Assuming that you decide to pass on properties 1, 2, and 3, we would apply the exclusions on a first-come, first-served basis. You would deduct properties 1, 2, and 3, and you'd still have $100,000 left to pass on. What happens when you pass on the last property? This property, House 4, has an existing value of $200,000, and its market value is actually higher at $700,000. As we said before, the value left in your cap is $100,000. When we process this exclusion, we first figure out the portion that can be excluded. We do that by dividing the exclusion value over the assessed value. In this case, it's 50%. This means 50% of the property will remain at its existing value. Meanwhile, the rest will be reassessed at market value. So the new taxable value for this property will be 50% of the existing value, which is $200,000, equaling $100,000, plus the portion reassessed to market value, which is 50% times $700,000, in other words, $350,000, with the total coming out to $450,000. A similar program is also available for property transfers from grandparents to grandchildren. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, please visit our website or check out Property Tax Savings, Transfers and Family Fact Sheet. Thanks for watching.